Hi there, Mark Major here at the Action Figuratorium. That is the name of the joint behind me. And today I'm going to be asking the question, what are I Am Elemental action figures? And of course the answer is, it's these guys right here. So won't you please stick around? All right, what are I Am Elemental action figures? So I think what we need to do is we need to jump to Internet Cam. Here we go. Right. So we are on their home page. As you can see, they are different sets or figures that are 3.75. That is that classic Kenner Star Wars G.I. Joe. The little ones, not the big ones, okay? The little ones, it's that classic size. Everyone loves that size. Except now everyone hates it, but they're coming back, okay? They're coming back. And when they do, they're going to be looking for these. So you can see they're in a sorted kind of small action figure, some kind of David Bowie looking freaks. And you can see there's quite a few different variety of packages and options and tins and things you can get, but that doesn't really answer what they are. So what we're going to do is we're going to move to their bit of marketing. This is their marketing page. It's called Our Story. This is where they give you the background on what these figures are and what they're all about and why you should buy them. Remember, if you think I'm going to rip these guys apart to be mean, this is a company. They have invested money into stock, meaning product. They are now trying to sell product to make a profit. Okay? Let's keep that in mind because some of this stuff is kind of fun. So let's see what we got here. It's this woman here, and she started a line of action figures because she wanted them to be specifically for girls. That's the first chunk of text. She wants to make action figures that appeal to girls, right? That girls would like to play with. Perhaps she felt that the action figures out there really sort of only appealed to boys, and so this is a chance to get a different market. But if you go down here, she actually has 3 goals for the action figure line. It needs to do something. It needs to make the world better. It needs to improve people's lives. So first of all, she says that they designed a figure with a healthier breast to hip ratio, a bum that wasn't offensive, I don't know if she's British, and legs that were proportional to her body, meaning they were trying to make it not look like, I'm guessing, Barbie. That's what I'm guessing she's hinting at. But if she's hinting at like Marvel Legends, like a Black Widow action figure, I mean, have you seen the actress? I mean, everything is kind of a representation of another figure from culture. So, and this is, I see what she's getting at, but at the same time, you're trying to pick what you like and what you don't like. All right, second, we wanted to reinvent the superhero myth. So she says that she doesn't want to come up with superheroes, she wants to come up with superpowers. That's what this is about. I Am Elemental is about superpowers. So I'm guessing that the figures are in fact sort of metaphors for different powers, and they are when you see the names. Third, we wanted to create a figure that was forward-thinking in its design and engineering. Gotta be honest, looking at these figures, I don't see anything forward-thinking other than maybe the weird kind of visual psychedelicness to them, which I actually is what kind of hooked me on it, was the art design. So the rest of this marketing page goes on to just kind of say, these are the superpowers, and we got to give them to kids, and they got to change their play patterns, and they got to be empowered by them. Last couple things I'm going to say about this before we move back to the figures is you could tell that she was, or that this marketing team came up with this script to sort of entice people to get these for girls, but at the same time they realize this is a product and we need to sell product. It needs to make money. So they would insert something like, here it says, we launched the first ever female action figures designed specifically for girls, parentheses, and boys. on Kickstarter. So what she's saying is we need to make money, and anybody who wants to buy them can buy them. They're not just for, they're designed for girls, but anybody who wants to buy them can. And then similarly, down here she mentions that that they're not just for kids, they're for adults, that kind of thing. So here we go. Let's go back to the figures, and you'll notice that that they all have these names. I don't know if I can pull up a shot. Actually, here, let's go back to my, since I own a set. Yeah, so you can see there's creativity on the left, ingenuity, curiosity, logic, exploration, which by the way has the wings, mastery, and oblivion. I think oblivion, that's kind of scary, but you can see now what they're going for. It's about sort of kind of a mythos of you play with not necessarily characters, but the characters are some sort of embodiment of something, a characteristic that would make you a better person. So these are kind of being positioned as like a learning tool or something that they give to kids in school. I get the feeling that they're going for an educational slant with these toys, and if it works out for them, there's a market for that. Seems great, but you have to admit they have a ton of different packaging options and quite a few characters. I mean, you can get a box of 14. You can get a starter kit. There's like an individual one figure alone is $25, whereas you can get 3 for $30 here. It's all kind of all over the map. There's one that comes with some cups and saucers. Man, that's some sort of pet thing. Courage Reader Kit. I don't know what that is. Courage Mystery 5-pack, sort of a blind box, or maybe whatever didn't sell, they just throw it together. Seems like there's a lot of different options, and they're trying to hook sort of educational tools into picking these up. And we will go check them out in just a bit, because I know you want to see exactly what is inside that tin in real life. Let's also note that for a small period, these were for sale on Big Bad Toy Store. So if you think I'm just pulling trash off the internet to sort of exploit and talk about, no, this was kind of mainstream, I feel. This, or at least mainstream for toy collector community. And I don't know how many of each Big Bad Toy Store bought. One is still, the board book, whatever that is still, yeah, no one, everyone wants the toys. Nobody wants the actual, books and learning materials. That's still in stock, 68% off. I wonder if these other ones didn't get cleared out as well. I don't know, but this thing is 68% off, $3.20. I don't have one yet. You figure it out if I do. So they also have a Instagram account, which I'm now following, 3,000 followers, 2 now with me, and you can see that they're putting, they're putting their stuff up on their Instagrams. It's all about kids and play patterns, that kind of thing, empowerment. So let's go over to the bench then, and we will open the tin and just take a look inside. Wisdom Warriors. Look at that. This thing is kind of cool. How many of you guys have one of these? You collector gurus out there. You super collectors. Okay, so there's like some kind of a Series 2, by the way. They've been pumping these things out for a little bit. So they have a whole sort of rogues gallery of who the figures are, a little booklet, their names. They're kind of like an element, gives them an element, chemistry symbol, and what their power is. There's a card. I don't know what, supposed to like play these or something. I don't know. And then, of course, there's a foam ski. Now look at this. Look at that. That is some forward-thinking design, people. And, look, there's these little shields. You see that? Is that kind of... And it goes with each figure. So I got these just because nobody nobody else owns these that I know of. No one else is pulling this stuff out. But they're kind of like Avatar in a way. They're weird. They all have blue skin, mostly, some type of tone of blue. And, oh, by the way, you absolutely 100% have to heat these up beforehand. I did snap one at the elbow. They have terrible articulation, but only because, they did all this on a budget. And they really got a lot out of deco. They obviously are probably using a lot of the same parts for these guys. But they mostly have each have different heads with different, like, hairdos. They have a lot of different paint schemes on them, but they all kind of stand like they're some sort of weirdos. I don't know. Feel free to comment if you think you need a set, and we'll see what we can work out. So this one has a weapon. She made it sound in her story, the woman who created these, that they were sort of anti-masculine, so fighting, war, that kind of thing. But she's got armor, and this kind of braid on the back is sort of reminiscent of kind of a female warrior thing, in my opinion. These are kind of dollar store-ish. Like, if I saw these at the dollar store, I'd totally I'd scoop up endless amounts. So she doesn't stand very well. Then there's, Icarus here. She's kind of steampunk. She's got some, look at that. What do you guys think? Yeah, this thing just kind of clicks on the back. I don't know. It might be a kind of a cool thing if you want to track some down for some super kit bashing or some super customizing. You might be able to maybe like do something with, because this is like a little 4-inch figure. So maybe you need a sidekick, a little miniaturized flying sidekick for one of your Hawkmen or something, things like that. That's how you get creative with this stuff. That's how you beat it. Now this one was on Big Bad Toy Store for like, this exact figure for like $26 for it to stand as a standalone one only. And Jesus, why? I mean, they don't bend at the knee, but they swivel at the knee, and it's a limited ball joint at the hip. There's a hinge at the elbows. The neck is on a ball. It's got modern engineering. They're sort of petite. They're not really. They're more like boy-like in build. I think it might have been cooler, personally, if she went for the learning angle and tried to get girls into them. But also if she, made them outrageously cool superhero bodies. I don't know. It's just a very kind of a very unusual, weird set of characters now that can be sort of, in my opinion, if you're doing some toy photography, you can kind of shoehorn these guys into a bunch of different scenarios where you're just not expecting a bunch of sort of, blue-skinned warrior women to thin, petite, small warrior women to show up on the battlefield. I don't know. It's a lot of fun, though. The series is called I Am Elemental. You can find them, we used to be able to find them at Big Bad Toy Store, now just the book, but I think it's IamElemental.com. It looks like they have lots of product in stock. So, this could become next wave hard to find collectible figures that you only saw here. Not saying that's a tip, but you do what you need to do. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next vid.